We're looking at the stories and issues that drove the elections last year, especially the role young people played.
We're looking at education, the environment, immigration, and the economy, as well as how the high-tech generation has used the internet to become informed and inspired to vote.
As we reported, the big news was that the youth voter turnout in 2008 improved dramatically from the 2004 presidential election, especially in California. Young voters have statistically showed more interest here in California than elsewhere in the country. While a lot of young voters devoted most of their attention to the presidential election, college students all over California worked hard to give their support to the two most publicized propositions on last year's ballot. According to preliminary estimates reported in the Washington Post, the number of young Democrats increased from 11% in 2004 to 16% in 2008. Student leaders reported that they did their share of work in attempting to increase interest in not just the presidential election, but in the propositions as well.
Of course, there are other issues that concern students, like Prop 4 on the ballot concerns a lot of students. Prop 8 concerns a lot of students. The presidential election, that concerns students as well. And I feel that it's really my job to also know what's going on that will affect students. So I try to stay attuned to the politics of the nation as much as possible.
Last year, the youth vote certainly impacted the presidential election, but the outcome of Props 4 and 8 were impacted as well. Protests against Prop 8 have continued after the elections, as many are unhappy with the outcome. Last year, Prop 8 passed, defining marriage as between only one man and one woman, handing gay activists a bitter defeat. But at least here in California, the same-sex issue is far from settled.